Welcome to Luxury Focus, where we delve into the world of high-end timepieces. Today we're examining a Rolex creation that's causing quite a stir in the watch community, the white gold Rolex Daytona Le Mans edition. Imagine a watch so coveted that Rolex only produced it for 10 months, yet its value has skyrocketed to over $200,000. It's a testament to the power of rarity and brand prestige in the luxury watch market. However, it also raises questions about the sustainability and ethics of such rapid value appreciation in the watch industry. This particular Daytona was unveiled in July 2023 to commemorate the centennial of the Le Mans race. For those unfamiliar, Le Mans is a grueling 24-hour endurance car race, arguably the most renowned in its category. The watch pays homage to this event with a subtle red 100 on its tachymeter scale. Rolex and Le Mans share a rich history. Before the Daytona earned its current moniker, Rolex marketed a chronograph in 1963 simply called Le Mans. At that time, it retailed for $210, including taxes, equivalent to about $2,000 today. It's a stark reminder of how much the luxury watch market has evolved, and perhaps not entirely for the better. The astronomical price increase over the years begs the question, are we paying for improved quality, or mainly for the brand name? The Daytona line has seen numerous iterations over the years, with the Paul Newman Daytonas currently holding the crown as the most collectible. These watches, once overlooked due to their unique Art Deco numerals and blocky register markers, now fetch millions at auctions. This dramatic shift in perceived value highlights the often irrational nature of the luxury watch market. Another factor contributing to the collectability of older Daytonas is their iconic Panda and reverse Panda dials. The Panda features a white dial with black subdials, while the reverse Panda sports a black dial with white subdials. Interestingly, Rolex hadn't produced a true reverse Panda Daytona in decades, until this Le Mans edition. One might wonder why Rolex took so long to revisit this popular design, especially given its enduring appeal among collectors. What made this release particularly exciting was Rolex's announcement that it would be a regular production model, not a limited edition. However, in a surprising turn of events, Rolex discontinued the watch after just 10 months, leaving many enthusiasts bewildered and disappointed. This abrupt decision raises questions about Rolex's production planning and commitment to its customer base. The Le Mans Daytona incorporates several design elements that appeal to vintage watch lovers. It features slightly narrower hour markers compared to older models, giving it a more refined look. The ceramic bezel insert is now surrounded by a white gold ring, reminiscent of early Daytona designs that used aluminum inserts with metal surrounds. Perhaps the most striking feature is the watch's true reverse Panda dial, combined with blocky register indexes reminiscent of the coveted Paul Newman Daytonas. However, it still uses Rolex's modern font rather than the Art Deco style found on vintage pieces. This mix of old and new design elements might be seen as a missed opportunity to fully embrace the vintage aesthetic that many collectors crave. One of the most surprising aspects of this watch is its exhibition case back, a first for a Rolex sports watch. This allows owners to admire the movement, which is another unique feature of the Le Mans edition. It uses the caliber 4132, a modification of the standard 4131 movement found in other Daytonas. The key difference is the 24-hour counter at the 9 o'clock position, replacing the usual 12-hour counter, a nod to the 24-hour duration of the Le Mans race. While the exhibition case back is a welcome addition for many watch enthusiasts, it's worth noting that Rolex is quite late to this trend. Many other luxury watch brands have been offering exhibition casebacks for years, if not decades. This raises questions about Rolex's willingness to innovate and adapt to changing consumer preferences. The sudden discontinuation of this watch has left many in the watch community puzzled. Why would Rolex invest in developing a new movement, design a special bezel, and even announce it as a regular production model, only to halt its production after such a short time? While we can only speculate, one theory is that Rolex encountered unexpected difficulties or costs in producing this watch at scale. Another possibility is that it's part of a broader marketing strategy to maintain the brand's mystique and desirability. However, Both these explanations raise concerns about Rolex's production capabilities and marketing ethics respectively. It's worth noting that Rolex recently announced its entry into the pre-owned watch market. While it's unlikely that this factored into the decision to discontinue the Le Mans Daytona, it does add an interesting dimension to consider in Rolex's overall business strategy. Some critics argue that this move into the pre-owned market could be seen as Rolex attempting to control and profit from every aspect of its watch's life cycles. The Le Mans Daytona's short production run has only increased its desirability. The watch we're examining today still has its protective plastic on the case and bracelet, a testament to its owner's awareness of its skyrocketing value. However, this practice of keeping watches new in box solely for investment purposes goes against the spirit of horology and watchmaking as a craft meant to be worn and enjoyed. While Rolex doesn't necessarily make the finest, toughest, or best value watches, they've mastered the art of marketing and creating desire. The Le Mans Daytona Saga is perhaps a perfect example of this, a watch that was briefly available, highly sought after, and now unattainable through official channels. This raises questions about whether Rolex is more focused on creating hype and exclusivity rather than producing excellent timepieces accessible to enthusiasts. For many watch enthusiasts, the Le Mans Daytona represented the Daytona they'd always dreamed of owning. Its discontinuation has only heightened its mythical status in the watch community. However, this also highlights the frustration many feel towards Rolex's business practices, where even loyal customers often find it impossible to purchase the watches they want at retail prices. It's important to remember that the watch market, particularly at this high end, can be unpredictable and often defies logical explanation. The value of these timepieces is not just in their function or even their craftsmanship, but in the stories they tell and the emotions they evoke. However, this emotional aspect of collecting can sometimes lead to irrational behavior and inflated prices that are disconnected from the intrinsic value of the watches themselves. Whether you're a dedicated Rolex collector or simply an admirer of fine timepieces, the story of the Le Mans Daytona serves as a fascinating case study in the dynamics of the luxury watch market. It demonstrates how factors like rarity, historical significance, and brand power can combine to create an object of intense desire and astronomical value. However, it also showcases the potential downsides of this market, including artificial scarcity, price speculation, and the exclusion of many genuine enthusiasts due to prohibitive costs. As we wrap up our look at this extraordinary timepiece, we're left with more questions than answers. Will Rolex ever reintroduce this model? How will its value fluctuate in the coming years? And what does this episode tell us about Rolex's broader strategy? These are the kinds of questions that keep the watch community buzzing and make following brands like Rolex so intriguing. While we may not have all the answers, one thing is certain: the Le Mans Daytona will remain a topic of discussion among watch enthusiasts for years to come. In conclusion, while the Rolex Daytona Le Mans edition is undoubtedly a beautiful and technically impressive timepiece, its story also highlights some of the more controversial aspects of the luxury watch industry. The rapid discontinuation, skyrocketing prices, and artificial scarcity all contribute to a market that can sometimes seem more focused on hype and investment potential than on the art of watchmaking itself. As watch enthusiasts and consumers, it's crucial to approach these issues with a critical eye. While it's natural to admire and desire beautiful timepieces, we should also question the practices that make many of these watches inaccessible to all but the most wealthy or well-connected buyers. Thank you for joining us on Luxury Focus for this deep dive into the Rolex Daytona Le Mans edition. Remember, in the world of luxury watches, it's not just about telling time, it's about owning a piece of horological history, but it's also about understanding the broader context and implications of our hobby. Until next time, keep your eyes on the luxury watch world. You never know what might become tomorrow's highly sought-after collector's item, or what industry practices might need to change for the better.